Hey guys, Skittlerampage here. Welcome back to a new video. I do hope you're enjoying your day today. So we're back with trending Funko Pop news. Today we have 9 Funko Pops that have been going up in value. Now, as always guys, if you guys want to see these videos a little more often, please do leave a comment down below of a Funko Pop you've noticed going up, or maybe a grail or something like that you've noticed going down. I am still kind of working on a downtrend video specifically on big grails that have kind of lost a lot of value that are really good deals, because obviously a lot of stuff has gone down in value over the last like 1-2 years. So making a downtrend video doesn't really make a lot of sense in my opinion. But if I could do a downtrend style video that mainly focuses on just pops that are a really good deal right now and may have the chance of going back up in the future, I think that would be a little bit more enjoyable. Whatnot is bringing Comic-Con to you with their Beyond the Con event this month. Taking place between July 24th and 27th is Beyond the Con Whatnot, where there's going to be hundreds of sellers alive selling pretty much every collectible you can think of. And since I know you guys enjoy my Whatnot lives, I'm actually hosting one this month too on July 26th at 5 p.m. EST. Among all the chases, grails, and exclusives I'm selling, I'm also going to be giving away some really cool stuff like Signed Smoker and Nami. I'll also have Comic-Con exclusive giveaways like Inmu and Kaguya, and even Dr. Doom. So if Whatnot Beyond the Con San Diego interests you, make sure to use my sign up link down below to get a free $15 off your first purchase and bookmark my show, and I hope to see you on the 26th. Now that aside though, let's go over the question of the day before we jump into our selection. So let me know in the comments below if you guys have a character that is a little odd looking or is just odd in general, but has a really cool power. And I'm gonna go with Gold. Oh, he's backwards. I'm gonna go with Goldo here. He can literally stop time, but he's just like the weirdest little guy. Wait a minute, could he also be considered a little green? Let me know if you know that reference. Let's go ahead and jump into our selections now. First up, we have Supergirl here. So Supergirl, actually specifically from the CW series, Melissa's Supergirl, estimated value is around $55. You can see where it kind of jumped up from that $30, $40 range for the shared sticker. This one also has an official sticker. Now, recent sales, we had 3 around $60 as well as an $80 sale. And then current listings of what I could find were around $75 to $80 and up, but you could also find a couple deals probably around the $50, $60 range. The main thing being here though, that she's definitely risen up in value. Let me know in the comments below if you guys do own this exclusive. It's definitely fluctuated a lot if you look at that graph. Now, as for the reason as to why she's going up, I mean, we do have a new Supergirl technically, but this is a completely different version from a CW series. This is not the new Supergirl that we're eventually going to get pops of from her movie next year, most likely. Plus, we're also getting a Woman of Tomorrow comic cover from the comic specifically, not from the movie. So we're getting updated Supergirl pops in the future. I'm assuming people just really like Melissa, or they're very excited about Supergirl right now. And fun fact, we actually haven't had an updated Supergirl pop from the comics, unless you count this holiday one. That's about it, because the original one is just super old and it's definitely showing its age. So the next new one is going to be that Woman of Tomorrow comic cover and then eventually the movie one. So as far as specifically the CW going up, I'm just assuming people are excited and they're looking for a Supergirl pop to pick up right now. Alrighty guys, moving on to our next pop, we have Predator here. So estimated value around $46. You can see it jumped up from that $35 range. Recent sales, $47, $45, $45, and $31. And then we had current listings as low as $30 over on Mercari, what I could find, all the way up to $75. So this one's definitely seen an increase. Now, I don't know if it's specifically due to Predator Badlands. That's the only thing I can think of right now that would be rising up any Predator pop. Though if I'm missing something, please do let me know. Anyways, though, let me know if you guys do own this one. It's definitely an older exclusive. You could tell by that Funko Insider sticker especially. All right, next up, guys, we do have a couple anime selections. We do have the Burn-In FY exclusive GlowChase. Estimated value around $95 currently, though it's actually been selling a little bit higher than that. So we do have some sales around $182 for a bundle, $207 for the bundle, $90 for an individual chase, and $100. And then current listings of what I could find range from $200 all the way up to $300. So I want to count those specific listings as a little bit higher with those chase bundles, only because you can find the normal exclusive non-chase for like 10, 15 bucks. So that means about 90% of that value in that bundle sale is that GlowChase, making it definitely higher than that estimated value around $95 on Pop Price Guide, in my opinion. Plus, this GlowChase is getting extremely hard to find, especially with that FYE sticker. I could only find so many listings between eBay, Mercari, whatnot, and all that. So if you do own this one, it's definitely one of the more rare MHA pops due to its just very staggered and weird release that it had, because FYE was like transitioning out of getting Funko exclusives at the time, and then it never properly released. This one and a couple other exclusives like the metallic, I think Orochimaru was theirs too, and maybe even like one or two more. But that rocky relationship ended up making some pops valuable, so I guess there's an upside. Anyways though, I'm very curious if you guys do own this burn-in chase. Like I said, it's getting pretty rare. Alrighty guys, our next pop comes from Boruto here, part of the Hokage Deluxe series of the third Hokage. Estimated value on this one is around $70. You can see we did have a lot of $70 to $80 sales here, a couple $100 sales, and then current listings of what I could find range from $65 to $99. So this one's actually getting really hard to find, similar to the Minato pop, and I think Naruto was also really rare in this set. I think eventually all of these will get pretty expensive, given half the set is getting pretty rare right now. So if you do own the entire set, like I said, it might be worth keeping them all together because Funko definitely stopped producing these. They just didn't sell crazy well, and a lot of them went to clearance, and then now some of them are valuable. Moving on, for Invincible fans, we do have the Omni-Man and Invincible pop moment here. So estimated value says around $50, though it's actually been selling higher than that. We had a $45 sale, $80 sale, $75 sale, and a $100 sale. And then we also have current listings that do range from $80 up to $100 plus. Now, if you look hard enough though, you may be able to find a deal on this one, but it's definitely higher than it's actually stating currently. Invincible is obviously super popular. The last season was received very well. I really want a Conquest figure for sure because he was just amazing. Like Jeffrey Dean Morgan, an amazing job voicing that character, so I can't wait to see what they do with him next. I'm not much of a comic reader or anything like that of the Invincible series. I mainly just like watching the series and all the action, blood, and all that. It's definitely pretty crazy in that series, hilarious at the same time. So I'm very much looking forward to seeing what they do next. And like I said, Invincible is just super popular, so it makes sense this is going up. Alrighty guys, moving on to pop games, we do have Sam Porter Bridges here, GameStop exclusive. Estimated value around $50. You can see at one point is actually trending to the $70, $80 range. Just recently too, and then they dropped it down. Recent sales, $50, $60, $45, and $50. And then current listings of what I could find range from $57 up to $70 plus. So I think the main reason for this one is the recent game that jumped this one up super high in value. A lot of people are enjoying it. And I believe this is the only pop of that specific character that we do have, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, it's just the newest game. But it's definitely pretty crazy to see this one have such a jump in value because I believe this was also on clearance at one point. Next up, it looks like we have a Ted Lasso pop for once here. The Funko Shop exclusive where he's holding the Believe sign. Estimated value around $45 there, and then recent sales have been anywhere from $45 up to $60. And then current listings of what I could find range from that $45, $60 mark too. This one is extremely hard to find for some reason. I checked Whatnot, I checked Mercari, I checked eBay. Could barely find any. As you saw, I just put in 2 listings. There could be more by the time I've, made this video and these graphics and all that. But at the time of me putting this video together 2-3 days ago, I could barely find any listings. So let me know if you guys own this one. As far as Funko restocking this one, it's a Funko Shop exclusive, so there's always the possibility, so don't leave that out. Moving on for pop music, we do have Aribba here, the Funko Shop exclusive. Estimated value $49. We'll just round that up to 50 bucks. Recent sales range from $47 all the way up to $60, and then current listings are about $60 and up. So if you don't know, we actually have another Aribba pop coming out soon, so you don't have to really pay $60 and up for this specific one, if you don't mind getting a different variation for retail essentially. But basically the reason that this Aribba went up was due to the fact that it was a Funko pre-order, and they basically made it to order. Now I'm not saying they probably don't have any other stock that they might release in the future, or maybe they'll make more if they deem it worth it. But as of right now, I believe this was one of those pre-orders made to order, so there's just only so much stock out there. Alrighty guys, the final pop we have today is a mascot of Wildcat here. Estimated value around $14, though recent sales have been higher than that. We did have one low one around $26, $40, $65, and $55. And the listings of what I could find that were not signed range from $30 to $60. So I'm not too surprised that a mascot pop is going up. People go crazy for these, and Funko's making them all the time. So expect to see more random mascots in these trending videos. There's always one going up. Well guys, that pretty much wraps up our trending Funko news for today. Make sure to let me know in the comments below if you guys own any of the pops we did talk about. Lots of fun stuff today. And as always, thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to hit the like button down below if you did enjoy, and subscribe and click that notification bell if you're new here. I do want to end off the video by saying a big shout out to all the awesome Patreon supporters of the channel. You guys are amazing for supporting myself and the channel. If you guys are interested and want to check out the Patreon, the link is down below. We have a Patreon Discord where we share a lot of information, news, restocks, updates, links, and more. And finally, make sure to follow me on all my social medias at Skittlerampage over on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and my Facebook page, so you can stay up to date. All right, love you guys. See you guys in the next one. See you guys later. Bye.